having received from the hands of God a high mission for the accomplishment of his destinies, we consider that it is our duty to decree and enforce all measures necessary for the maintenance of our government, for increasing the well-being of our people and aiding for their progress on the road to happiness and the civilization attained by independent and cultured nations. We consider that the way to achieve this aim lies in the elaboration of the present Constitution, which will facilitate government action while assuring the happiness of the people, who will in addition derive from it an honor which will not fail to be reflected on by the future generations and will permit the empire to enjoy the inestimable benefits of peace and security. Animated by this noble desire, and in order to enable our state and our people to obtain a high place in history, we have, after our elevation to the imperial throne, and in the second year of our reign, in the year of grace, 1923, which is 1931 AD Babylon calendar, unmasked, unasked, and of our own free will, decree the present state constitution. Glory to word, glory to sound, glory to the power of his imperial majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Now that is his majesty proclamation on the announcing of the reason for him establishing the constitution and even setting it forward into motion. Rastafari Rising. Now, this is basically boils down to this. When his majesty come to the throne, all of I and I, his people, come to the throne. You see? Yeah. All of I and I, the people of Ethiopia, and all Ethiopians worldwide, we have been crowned ourselves. You see? We are also partners with the King of Kings in the ruling of creation. It's not like it's just one man responsibility. It's a collective individual responsibility. Haile Selassie I the first. So now, we find now the absolute monarch, you see, empowering the whole nation, empowering the whole people. So now, what does this have to do with law? Everything, my brothers and my sister. You see? Let's take it from the top. Or let's take it from the root, because Babylon loves to go from the top down to the bottom. But in order to understand the fullness of that set integrity, you have to take it from the roots and make it come rise up from the dirt. Haile Selassie I the first. All right. We have a book here, which we're going to be using a lot of reference from for the rest of this reasoning tonight. And Rasnoy, see if you can get this shot line up. You see, we're going to be using a lot of terms, legal terms, that's going to be taken out of legal dictionary. So if you can get a close-up of that, Rasnoy. This is what you call the Black's Law Dictionary. You can get a close-up for you? All right. Yeah, this is Black's Law Dictionary. You see the key down at the bottom there? This is Black's Law Dictionary, right? With addition. You can see the addition? Touch the card there, the colors flashing in and out. Up a little higher. All right, you're good, you're good, you're good. You see? This is not Ras Amlak coming talking stuff. This is their stuff. This is their book. You see? This is their stuff. This is Black's Law Dictionary. And you see how the book fat? Okay? So this is we're going to use a lot of reference from this book tonight. Black's Law Dictionary. Okay? All right. Bless up. Line up the center. All right. Now, who can practice law? This will be the first question. Because in order for you to understand what law is, you got to know who can practice it. You see? Ask yourself the first question. Who can practice law? Most people think lawyers practice law. Right? So fire?
Yes, true.
A lot of people think lawyers practice law. A lot of people think judges practice law. And this type of thing. Right? But we're going to show you some reasoning tonight, fire. All right. We have to talk it. Okay. Now, refer again to a king. Say you're a king. You're a sovereign, right? Right? Say you're a sovereign. So now, whatever the king say, whatever come out of his mouth, what is that called? That's called law. Whatever comes out of the mouth of a king is considered to be law. You see? Now, because what? Who is the king? He is the absolute authority. Now, above the king is only his conscience or God. You see? Now, when it comes to the courts didn't create themselves. The king created the courts. You see? So being at the courts are the creation of the king or the creation of the sovereign, those courts which are the king's creation, he cannot be sued in his own courts unless he give the court that permission. You see? Rastafari. So now, we're talking about law. Who can practice law? The only person that can practice law is a person called, you have to be in your proper person, a thing called proper person. You see? The proper person. Or in propria persona. Now that's one of the words you're going to find them in the law dictionary, right? It's called propria persona. That's the only person that can practice law. You have to be in your proper person in order to can deal with law. You see? Now, as far as America is concerned, what do they call law? The Constitution of the United States. That's considered to be the supreme law of the land. Right? Now, so as far as America is concerned, the supreme law or the ultimate law is the Constitution. And the Constitution, they're going to tell you, was derived off of common law. Now, Ethiopia, as opposed to America, and the granting of a constitution by the sovereign, now, the granting of a constitution by the sovereign had nothing to do with making money. You see, because Ethiopia was not established on an idea of people saying, let's go to this empty land called Ethiopia, set up a city, and start taxing people and making money off of the people, this, that, and the third, and call it a city or call it a country. Ethiopia wasn't established like that.